Okay, well, hello. Welcome to my first sketchbook tour. I'll be going through 3 of my old and current sketchbooks. But yeah, let's just get started. So this is the oldest one, and it's, as you can see, watercolor paper. This is when I started to discover fountain pen inks. So this was the first one that I bought. I have it here. It's Asagao, a Pilot fountain pen ink, and I really liked it because as you can see, the color sort of separates into like purple and cyan. So this is me just exploring the water stuffs. Then there's some black ink stuff, sheep. I'm like testing out different dry brushing techniques. And then I got tired and did line work stuff. These are like rooftops. And an iris. And this is me testing out, I think they're Gansai watercolors. Okay, these are more irises, and I was trying to do studies of how water was drawn in Japanese woodblock prints. Somewhat unsuccessfully, I feel. This is me testing some watercolors that I had just bought, and I really liked how the colors had sort of like, imperfections or like sort of earthy separations. And then some fish. This is my cat. And a badly drawn, a badly drawn stump. And more tests on how the watercolors. Oh, I like this one. They're pebbles from Pebble Beach, and I think I was sort of figuring out how to layer the fountain pen ink. These are some random bird sketches. These are some swatch tests for more fountain pen inks. Then I tried to apply that to cats. I think this one's my favorite. And at the time I was very into Quink and Bleach. He's this guy that does fountain pen ink art, and this was like an exercise. And I tried to apply this technique here. When I did a water wash along the edges, it sort of bloomed into these textures. Yeah. More tests. Oh, I had gotten a nib that had 5 prongs for score sheet making, and I was testing out different things, and there are some bug sketches too. Then this is a plant thing, and I was seeing how water effects could be made with, I really liked this color. And there are some dance sketches that I'm a bit not very proud of, but it's okay. Then I did a sketch for the paper divers, because paper diver, and 2 of my cats. This was originally what their cover art for Nautical Man was supposed to be, but I was so upset with how the water had turned out that I redid it. So if you go check their single Nautical Man, you can see what I changed it to. These are some thumbnails for a gouache art that I made for funsies. This is the start of my first and maybe last successful Inktober venture. This is the first day, which is, I think the prompt was gargoyle. Then, don't look at that. But you know, we'll leave it in because people should know that sketchbooks aren't perfect either. This is a shadow version of one of my cats. Scurrying, I think, was the prompt. Oh, more arts I am not super proud of. And this is Bat. I forget what kind it was, but it was one that had like colorful patterns on its wings. Then this is when I found out that clams have multiple, like hundreds of tiny blue eyes. So I drew like a horror clam, I guess. They also have teeth, I believe. Then this is Undertale fan art. I definitely blasted the soundtrack while I was drawing this, and because I was primed, the next prompt, which was bouquet, is a flowery bouquet with all his different expressions. Oh, and the save point at the end. Then the next prompt I think was trip, and I had just watched Fantastic Fungi and Where to Find Them. Is that what it's called? Some Fantastic Fungi something. And the guy who had a mushroom trip was describing the lightning moving really slow, so that's what I tried. I think these are the thumbnails for this one. And this one is, I think the prompt was match. It's like a little matchstick girl getting warmth by burning herself. Then this one is nest, and I was making fun of my dad for having bird's nest hair. This one is Krabby, I think, or Crab was the prompt, but I made it a Pokemon. And then I think this was when I started to get more comfortable with ink and trying out different techniques. Like you can see there's like cross-hatching and dry brush attempts. Then I got tired of black ink and went back to fountain pen ink. This one I think is it's a pangolin, yes. And I think the prompt was tongue or lick, something like that. Then I forget what the prompt for this one is, but they are forget-me-not flowers. The kinds where if you touch them, they will like close up like this. This one I think is snow, the prompt. And as you can see, washi tape does not fix all problems. This one is, I almost said avocado, aardvark? No, armadillo. And I made it into a person. This one's goose, and it's angry, because geese are angry all of the time. I think this one's sea, and this is thread, I think. It's supposed to be gold thread. I think I overdid it with the blackness, but yeah. I was testing out Walter Mowers' inking style. This one's a fan art of his candles that cry because they're burning. And yeah, that's it for this book. Then my next book is my Traveler's Notebook. I know I had another insert before this, but I can't find it. So this is all you get, I guess. These are some doodles that were inspired by an artist, I forget her name, but she took inspiration from like organelles and like cells, molecules, that kind of thing, which I thought was very cool. This is when I entered my black pencil era. So this is the night sky, these are my cats, some plants, and this is our garden. And this is Chinese New Year, when the whole family comes to visit. Oranges. This is another one of my cats. I was trying to play with shapes. Maybe too much. His booty is really popping in this one. And my cousin is a fountain pen and fountain pen ink fanatic, so she gave me little samples of a bunch of colors that she had, so I tried swatching them. And this is my cat, Tao Yu. He's very cute. So that's like an airplane window. This is an electrical thing with, I don't know what these switch things were, but they looked like birds, so I made them into birds. This is some kind of column. I think this was like glass or something with an interesting effect. little house, and I've taped over like the journal-y aspects because it's a bit weird to have strangers read my diary in a sense. Though I guess I'm showing you my visual diary. This is snow outside. Then, oh, that was the time that I saw a woodpecker, and it was so loud, and it looked so interesting. Okay, these are not great drawings of the woodpecker, but I saw it. Then I was very into drawing trees at the time. This is a dead tree that was hanging suspended in a bunch of vines. And it's a trip that I took with a bunch of my friends. So we went out to walk and we found a bunch of branches. So then I did some songwriting in here. I tried writing one about the sky, but I don't think it worked out very well. Then more journal stuff. Another drawing of my cat. And this is, I think, a monument. Some kind of rock sculpture or something. Some trees. Some badly drawn cats. I think this is like it was a large horizontal window, and then you could see the snowy landscape outside. I don't know if it looks like it. I can see it because I remember it, but it's like the trees were casting a bunch of shadows. A cat again. More cat sketches. More cat sketches. I think I was thinking of doing a wood block of a mountain and sketching it out, but it never happened. And that happens sometimes. And then this is when I put some fountain pen ink that I diluted with water into a water brush. And then I started experimenting with that. It was difficult to control. Yeah, we saw a squirrel one day. This is the rock thing from a different perspective, I think. There's a tree. This is the ocean. My uncle, aunt, and dad. Some seagulls on some badly drawn rocks. My uncle, my other uncle. I think that's my dad. A fox that we saw in the snow. Trees with lots of snow on top. I think these are also trees that looked a bit weird. I think this is cheese, not a tree. Oh, and there was a really fat farm cat. More trees. This is me trying to figure out how microphone stuff works, because I had just bought my microphone. And I was trying to figure out how to produce music, and I think I still don't really understand it, to be honest. This is my friend trying to tell me how she parkoured out of a staircase. And I did not understand. These are really quick gestures that I did while watching a dance performance. These are longer sketches, not from the dance performance. I took these from, I think, a YouTube short that I saw, but I really liked the movements, the lines. Some of them are nicer than others. These are like doodles for a story idea that I had that I keep returning to and then eventually abandoning. Yeah. I recently revisited it and then also recently re-abandoned it. I guess that's just how it goes. And these are character explorations for another book that I actually did complete. Hopefully you'll hear more about it soon. Yeah, I think that's about it for this one. Okay, this is my current sketchbook. Yeah, these are more dance stuff. I like the movement, or I like trying to draw the movement. This is when I went on a trip with my friends to Cambodia. These are like foods that we ate. and what each of there were so many vegetables, so what each of the different vegetables were. I think this is where I sort of like let go and made it less, like I tried to lower the expectations for what I was drawing and allowing myself to just try to preserve memories rather than make pretty pictures. This is where we stayed. These are drawings from Angkor Wat when we took a break. This is the toilet. More food. I think this is the food we ate at my friend's family's farm. It was so good. And her nephew ate a snake. And then also her chickens. They had like really long legs. These are my friends pretending to roast corn for pictures. Then this is, I don't know what building this is, but it's in Chinatown, I think. Is it? This is from the first USK session that I went to, Urban Sketchers. Yeah, so I drew that and then I started drawing people. Then this is from another trip. That's my dad. Random people. My view of the cabin thing, I guess. Another person. And my cats. That's my interpretation of what my dad looks like when he sleeps. That's my mom. This is whale bacon that we tried. More people. More people. That's my niece and her grandfather. As you can see, black pencil smudges. But I feel like that makes it feel less pressurizing, I guess. That you know that it'll degrade over time anyway. More trees. This is my other uncle. He has very interesting shorts selection. Actually, his clothes in general are very vibrant. It's my mom, my uncle. These are some fish that we ate. This is my notebook coming apart. This is oh, and that's a cormorant. I feel like cormorants are so cool when they do this pose. This is an uncle washing fish to cut. Oh, it's raining. This is me after I found a random rope that allowed me to climb up a wall. Bad cat sketches. Oh, these are ideas for a book that I'm currently still trying to write. Oh, this is from when I went to visit my friend in Norway. At the airport there was a lot of time, so I drew a lot of different people. And this is my friend after I met her. I think these are her students. She teaches at a university, so I was just sitting at the back of her class drawing while she taught physics in Norwegian. Then I came back and me and my friends went to another urban sketching session where I tried to use the 3 color pencils that I have, which are orange, red, and a darker red. Then we went to the MRT and we loitered. We just sat at a bench and my friend had pastels, so I tried them out. Tried mixing some to various degrees of success. These ones are my favorite. I think they were a couple, and it was funny because the lady and what I presume is her husband were standing in the exact same way with their arms behind their backs, waiting for the MRT. This is when my friends used my book for Jeopardy. No, Family Feud. I went for a walk at McRitchie once, and I drew my perspective. And then there were a lot of monkeys around. This is when I think me and my friends walked the rail corridor. And this is when I went with my uncle and cousin for a bike ride, and then we got caught in the rain, so there were a bunch of people just in a car park randomly waiting for the rain to stop. It's my uncle, the person taking out the trash, my cousin waiting for the rain to stop. And this is from the last urban sketching thing that I went to with my friends. I started off with a plant sketch and then tried to draw the scenery. I think this is Jurong Lake Gardens. I think. Chinese gardens? One of those. And then I drew people and I drew some plants. And then there was a dog park nearby, so we went to draw some dogs. There was this dog that just kept lying down on the ground, like that. And then there were these big dogs, and there was this guy that had 3 dogs of different sizes. Then we went to McDonald's and I tried my friend's color pencils again. And then I rediscovered gouache. This is a sketch of the view from my window when it's raining. This is during the Hungry Ghosts period, so people were setting out a bunch of offerings. This is a neighbor's house. This is from a trip that I went on with my friend. More people at the airport. This is the view from our hostel in Rome. The buildings were orange and very pretty. They have these fountains where clean drinking water just pours out constantly. I think this is from our first tour at the Colosseum, people walking around. This is one of the basilicas. We sat at a cafe and I needed coffee, and I drew this. Then this is at the Vatican. There's a fountain somewhere, and I was tired, so I told my friend to keep going while I sat outside. There were some people looking around as well. Oh, and there were these really small cars just everywhere. It's my friend. This is also still in the Vatican, which also had orange walls. This is a lamppost outside St. Peter's Basilica, and some people as well walking, taking pictures. This one's a nun. This one's a priest, I think. This is from when we went to Sorrento. So this was a tree at our accoms. Then some cats. This one is... We had just climbed the path of the gods and ended up in Positano. So these are like the colorful houses, but they're not so colorful because A, it's sunset, and B, I had completely muddied my color palette, so my white was just not functioning. This is Mount Vesuvius from a distance, and these are people I drew on the train ride to Pompeii. And I think this man, the train ride was like half an hour, and eventually this man ended up right next to me with his girlfriend, and I think that they figured out that I had been drawing them. That's my friend again. I drew this while we were waiting for the train on the way back. This is a sculpture somewhere in Sorrento, and a lady with an interesting shirt. Then I drew this when we got back. It's the arena, I think, from Pompeii. I think it was my favorite area. It was just so vast. This is a random street door thing from a cafe where we had breakfast the next day. Some people. This is the interior of a restaurant that we went to, and a guy eating at the counter. This is a cafe. Then this is the airport in Singapore. Carpet looked like water. More people waiting for the plane. There's the airplane seat in front of me. And there were a bunch of like cute little kid stickers. These are people. This is a lake in autumn. Mushrooms, deer. I forget what this was. Oh, it was like a interesting looking teapot or a watering can with flowers in it. This is a field. And I think this is the latest page I have. My friend came over and we drew, well, she drew flowers and I drew pumpkins. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.